What's up, doggo? Oh, starting this too soon. Oh. Do you want to go outside? What? What do you want, doggo? You good, doggo? What's up, y'all? How's it going? Who's up? Y'all say hi to my little doggo. We'll get to the server in a moment. I'm trying to figure out what she needs. Hi. You good girl? You good girl? Who's a good girl? Okay. All right. Well, we're going back to the server room because you're not telling me what you need. Oh, okay. All right, y'all. Back to the server room we go. Let's get you guys back in the stand so this isn't wobbly. All right, cool. Now let's try to get the YouTube stream going. Crap, where'd the other phone go? There it is. Let's do a live video on YouTube. Oh, that's a bummer. YouTube won't let me. That's fine. TikTok still lets me. All right. Well, no time like the present to jump in. So, as of last night, we decided that we were going to use this guy instead of that guy. And got two 8 terabyte hard drives in here, 16 gigs of RAM, quad core processor. And we decided collectively, through people in the live chat, that we were going to go with Unraid. I made Unraid. Tiny, tiny little thing. So I'm going to go ahead and stick this in here. It's a USB 3.0 on the motherboard. Now, my challenging question is this guy. PCIe NVMe, it's an X16, and this riser only has two X16 slots. X8 and X8. The riser plugs in with an X16. Now, I can take out the riser and just put in the X16 card. And it works. Tested, verified, it works, it chooches. Go just like that. But now I'm noticing another problem, and something I did not catch the other day. Can I put the lid back on with that card in there? And that's unequivocally a no. So that's not going to be able to work for me. So the other question is, do these PCI 8 slots have that broken chip on it? And again, that answer is going to be no. So really, I'm kind of SOL. So I either get the Dremel out, and I do a little bit of dremeling here, which really wouldn't be the end of the world. I either cut the riser or I cut, yeah, it would have to be on this side. And here's the problem. So we can see that's an X8. There's no cut in there for me to use a larger physical card. So it'll fit on this side. Let me get a better grip on this. It'll fit on this side because there's clearance here. But I cannot fit it on this side because of this metal bar right here. So, which is, again, also an okay problem. If I want to Dremel out the PCI slot. I don't know if I'm going to do that while I'm on live stream. And so that bears the question. I mean, it's Unraid. I can always add it later. Really, I just wish that this motherboard had either an mSATA or a PCIe slot on it. You know what I haven't checked? Or maybe I just wasn't looking thoroughly enough? Was around the processor. So, because you guys always like to see the inside of things, let me hold this up for you. Hold on. Don't be a Linus and get an or get a right angle adapter. This is a right angle adapter. This is a riser card for the server. So when it goes in, just like that, the slots are now at a right angle, right? And then on the back of it, that's where your PCI cards would go. That's how normal. 1990 called. They want their Dell monitor back. You know what, sir? That's an HP. Okay, thanks. Um, so yeah, I mean, it would have to go over here, which is fine. Airflow allows for that. But you guys like to see inside a crap, so let's go ahead and take a look inside a crap. Two crazy kill your ear fans. Actually, there's a third one over here too. Four slots. Current. The cards in here are. Oh, focus, you fuck. 8 gigs each. It's DDR4 2400. If you really want to know all the specs. PC4 19200. The server can do 32 sticks per slot, so that would give me 128 gigs if I really wanted to put that in here. The processor is a quad core, and I'm not sure what it is, all of its specs, but we'll find out when we boot up the darn thing up. Thing I really do like about this board is that it has a micro SD card slot. I think that's more for the out-of-band management system, so that when you want to upload an ISO to it, that is a burn. What is that? So when you want to upload an ISO and you want to do true remote management and never have to touch the machine once it's installed, other than a dead drive, you can go in there. Anyways, pretty simple insides. A little fan shroud for the processor and the RAM, because it's more of a open. So your airflow is not going to be the greatest unless you have that shroud in there. All right, so USB is in there. We're going to leave out the PCI and NVMe. 2 TB, 8 TB drives. Yes, thank you, sir. And that is correct. And horribly, they are mix-matched drives too. So we're going to be using the Barracuda Compute and a Toshiba 8 TB drive. So I went ahead and I already loaded Unraid on. Oh, that scared the crap out of me. I don't know why that scared the crap out of me, but it totally did. I already went ahead and made the thumb drive with Unraid. By the way, the installer for Unraid is actually pretty badass. It's not just, oh, here's an ISO image and go and put it on a thumb drive or whatever. They actually wrote their own software to create their thumb drive, and in that software, you can name the server and put in your static IP address right off the bat, which I thought was really awesome. So let's go ahead and batten up the hatches. And we'll spin the camera around and we'll look at the computer there. And we will continue. Hook up the little KVM. I think it was even my roommate that bought this little tiny KVM. But this little thing over here, a 4-input D-Link for VGA, absolutely phenomenal for years for me. It started having this little weird whine when the devices are off. Is that an HP chassis? Up there? Are you talking about this guy up here? Because if you are, then the answer is yes. That is an HP Gen 10 micro server. And that's what we were playing with the other day. It does 3.5 drives, and that's great and all. I was just having too many issues with it. And then just wanted to grab this guy. I've been wanting to play with him for a while. If you guys have no, the server you're working on. Yes, it is. It is a HP DL20, a Gen 9. So that's fun. All of those are HP. That's HP. There's a ton of HP in here. We also have a bunch of Dell. These little guys are HP too. Oh, by the way, if you're ever looking for a computer, don't brush off. Got any Dell Power Edges? Yeah, quite a few actually. Here, let's go on the hunt for Dell. Let's flip the camera around. Dell. More Dell. Dell Power Connect switch. I have more Dell around here. I swear I do. Oh, Dell Tower. Dell. Apple. Um, do I have more down here? No, there's IBMs and there's an HP. Just racked and stashed a bunch of 710s. Nice. A bit older, but it'll certainly do the job. There's nothing wrong with the 710 and 610 series. Nothing at all. Why is it called the seedbox? Because we are going to be setting it up to seed torrents, specifically torrents that are pulled down from DistroWatch. Before the ZFS array blew up in the HP server up there, starting drivers, this will take a few minutes. Okay, that's the one thing I do not like about the ProLiant is that they have this weird like micro Linux firmware that they start off an Xserve. I always wanted one. I got to tell you, man, it's really good looking on the outside. On the inside, it's and really it's a non-standard form factor too, or else I would have taken the guts out and put that back in. Crap, what the hell was I saying? Important information available for errors detected. F1 will continue. F2 for more information. Okay, let's see what the F2 is. Crap, what the hell was I saying? We were talking about servers. I said something about the HPs. View system health. Whatever, we'll come back to it, I guess. Healthy configuration required. Dynamic array. Use the SSA to configure the attached drives. Oh, the smart array controller. Blah, blah, blah. Can I get to the smart array from here? One-time boot menu. Do I care? No. Uh-oh. Generic USB boot? Nope. System configuration. Does anyone know if Unraid has to be thoughts on pfSense for a home lab? Does that answer your question? I love pfSense. Absolutely love pfSense. And when we're not using security-based firewalls such as Palo Alto, Fortinet, or SonicWall, we use pfSense, Netgate appliances specifically. Right, yeah. Does anyone know if Unraid requires not legacy boot, an EFI boot? I guess we're about to find out. Embedded storage dynamic smart array, exit and launch the SSA. I need to go into there anyways. Take that as a yes. Yes, I do love pfSense. I've used it for many, many years. Our data center ran off pfSense for a while until compliance requirements started to change. And then COVID hit, and then it just reaffirmed the fact that we moved to Fortinet properly because we started using the EDR and a bunch of other stuff. But yeah, man, absolutely love pfSense. I was using Protect Tellies for a little while, and then we had a damn awful time. I don't know what he's having a problem with, but we had a damn awful time with 7.0. We actually had to revert our licenses that we bought for a client back to Essentials 6 instead of Essentials 7. We had too many problems. We just couldn't get it to boot. We use Cisco because my company likes to set fire to money. So we use the Cisco small business crap all the time. And in fact, the switches that I have in the room over here and in the rack over there are Cisco SG switches. You think the silicon chip shortage will heal by 2023? Maybe. Who knows? All I can say is that things aren't being handled by many different parties. There's a lot of people that don't want to work, that don't want to get up off their ass. Shipping depots for cargo ship container places, whatever they're actually properly called, because my brain is farting tremendously right now, are so backed up and far behind that that's causing issues on parts and pieces. I really don't think it's an issue with silica. or the materials that are necessary to get to process the chips. The issue is just getting the materials where they need to go right now. Transport is kind of a huge issue. HP Intelligent Provisioning. Use the icon at the top of the screen to reboot when done. Thanks, HP. What's up, Dark Sis? Good to see you for the third day in a row, man. How's it going? Holy crap, we had 17 viewers on here? Good night. You guys actually give a damn what I'm saying? Well, welcome to the party, all the new people. I see a lot of people giving me likes. Thank you very much. It helps. Like and share. I intend to keep doing this whether or not you do or not, but, you know, it just helps people come and, yeah. And the other thing that I was thinking about this last night, I did sign up for a creator thing, and because of the videos that I've started creating, I've made $17 on TikTok. If that starts becoming an actual sum, I could start buying a lot more equipment, doing some cooler videos, and then give the equipment away because I don't fucking need it in my own home. So that would be fun. So if I explode, y'all be getting free shit all the time. All right, let's go take a look at the Dynamic Smart Array B140i RAID. Create an array. No, I don't want to create an array. Physical disks are here. 8 terabytes, SATA, hard drive, port 1, port 2. Oh, that's actually a really good question. Was there a second SSF8087 port in here? Let's open the server while it's running. No, but there are 2 SATA 6 headers. Okay, that's good to know. Close the server while it's running. All right. As long as those drives show up in Unraid, I don't give a damn about the RAID controller. So let's just go ahead and restart the freaking server, and now it's going to take another 5 minutes for us to do anything. Although we're going to have to go into BIOS and change it from legacy boot to normal boot. And I should probably reset because I know I've played with this before. Could you do a simple NAS creators fund? So if you're over, does Unraid use ZFS? Okay, hold on. You guys are asking a ton of questions, and I'm happy to answer them. Logistics providers is what they're called, I think. I think you're right, too. Pretty good, dude. How are you? I am feeling better than last night and more energetic. Last night was kind of... but I still wanted to play with my project. Does Unraid use ZFS? It didn't used to. It had its own proprietary storage stuff. But now, because of the sheer request for it, they are now starting to support it. I'm not exactly sure completely where they are in it. Creators Fund. Yeah, so once you have over so many views and you have a certain amount of likes and follows and TikTok, sorry, reading comments as they come in. Then you can start making money off of the views and the ads that come through. I do that on YouTube too, but anything that comes in through there, which is minimal, I put right back into getting cool stuff to make you guys better videos. Better pass your drives to as raw to Unraid. 100% agree, Matt. Same thing in FreeNAS and any ZFS as well. It was just giving me a flack about not having anything configured on the array. So I just wanted to go in there and see what it was complaining about. How much have you done with FortiGates? We have hundreds of them deployed. We are a FortiGate partner at our MSP. And I even use one at home for testing and just dicking around with. And I run the most recent release with them as well. And we absolutely love them. We were a couple of years ago when we were debating which vendors we wanted to go with. We didn't really like SonicWall. Their hardware really wasn't up to par, and they were a bit expensive too. And after the Dell buyout, we heard too many bad things from people that just weren't good, so we didn't want to go with that. Dark Sis, I really appreciate you, man. Thank you very much. Yeah, so our MSP is mainly a pfSense and FortiGate shop. We're able to work with SonicWall. We are a SonicWall partner. So for the 2 clients that we have that did not want to replace their firewalls that we picked up from other MSPs, we're able to continue to support them and help them with their licensing. Who else are we a firewall? WatchGuard, we do that as well. For medium-sized home lab with gigabit throughput for my WAN. Well, the question really becomes, do you want to put on any UTM protections, or do you just want to use it as a router? Because I got to be honest, FortiGates, even with no license, still have wicked powerful features, including SD-WAN. VPNs are just amazing. can we take a moment? I'm going to have to do a whole video on this, but can we take a moment to really talk about the differences between pfSense OpenVPN and the SSL VPN? Um, the SSL VPN and Fortinet. First of all, it is OpenVPN. That's what an SSL VPN is. And secondly, the nice part about the FortiGate one is that you can actually create firewall rules based on users or groups of users rather than an entire just OpenVPN service or server. Did you get approved on Creator Fund quickly? Yes, but I also had a couple videos blow up. One of actually was it just one or two? Anyways, I had a couple of videos that went over 1 million views pretty quickly, and that's kind of what took off there. Currently on Ubiquiti USG, but I hate their firewall. I agree. Currently looking at Firewalla and FortiGate. Dude, I want to go look at Firewalla myself. Please attach a UEFI bootable device. Okay, so maybe it does not like the UEFI device. I want to go get Firewalla and test it out. I very much dislike the USGs. I've used them for a couple of friends because they're straight up, they're a router that works. Can you see back there? After I move my fat head, buy the robot that I got from Sharper Image almost 18 years ago. That's 4 of the USG 4-port Pros. And so, we pulled a couple of them out for sure, but, they work, they work great and they're solid, they're stable, but they lack so many features and they have little to any extra security features. And the IDS and IPS really aren't configurable other than a couple. Ooh, look at my shiny little map, and we're going to select all these little countries. And the firewall configuration is abysmal. There's just it should never be put in a business. To be honest, I just will it work as a NAT router? Absolutely. Will it be fast as a NAT router? Absolutely. As fast as any other firewall? Damn near close or yes. It's just poorly implemented security instance. Yes, I very much agree to that statement. The firewall purple or gold seems good. Oh my God, so many USGs. Yes, there's more of those little 3 ports around here too. It likes legacy on Underrated. Thank you, Dark Sis. Our Fortinet drops our phones and screen connect at least once per hour. We do not have that problem with any of our clients. If you are having phone issues with your firewall, specifically Fortinet, look in to make sure you disable the kernel helper for SIP. Also, if you edit, what's the command off the top of my head? It's basically an ALG helper. Usually it's ALG number 13 that you want to delete, but go list your ALGs first and then find out which one it is. I had a video blow up 40 million views. Dude, that's awesome. I'm going to have to find it and check out what it was. System configuration, BIOS platform. Crap on a stick. What was I talking about? Wow. Squirrel. Where? Y'all, let me introduce you to one of my kitty cats. This is Socks Proxy. He is named Socks because of his back feet. He's a little fatty. And the other cat that I have, his name is Subnet. He's a little purr box. You're very welcome. Honestly, Fortinet has great articles on how to cure voice issues. Also, take a look at what kind of, what ports is your voice using? Is it 5060? Is it TLS based? Is it TCP based? Is it UDP based? How is the signaling taken care of? How is the RTP taken care of? VoIP is such a monster, but yet nobody really realizes, how crazy that it is. Also, are you hosting your PBX inside of the LAN or outside of the LAN? Is it a cloud-based service? Do you have a session border gateway on your network? Does that session border gateway have a public IP address? There are so many variables to VoIP. Okay, inside. So, right. Okay, so at that point, you're either doing PSTN inputs directly in. Oh, there's Styro Girls, guys. That woman is back to harass me again. Um, so you are either doing SIP trunks or PSTN direct connections through a local ATA gateway. And if you're doing SIP trunks, the other thing that I would encourage you to do is turn on some diagnostic logging on your PBX so you can actually find out. Um, always, that's funny. Um, find out what is actually happening. The other thing is grab one or two phones in your office and put them on a test call between each other. You equivocally want to be able to blame either the inside of your PBX or the outside of the PBX. If you have those two phones that can stay on a phone call between each other, muted for obvious reasons, and no issues for several hours to 24 hours, you can now start diagnosing the connection from your PBX to the outside world. Also, do you have multiple routes? What kind of system is it? Are you SIP based? Are you ALX based? Are you PJ SIP? There's again so many variables. And it sounds like, because you were asking about the firewall earlier, is it port forwarded or um, so many questions. What net mask are you having subnet where? No, no, Matt, come back. Please come back. I love that joke, man. It's fucking great. Oh, Matt, thank you so much. Okay, trying to say it with a straight face. What net mask are you having Subnet the cat wear for Halloween? That is fantastic. Thanks for the help. Oh yeah. Okay, so I think we're up to speed now. What is the hardware for your NAS? This guy, this shitbox, if you follow him, is a HP ProLiant DL20 Gen 9 with non-hot swappable drives. Why am I bitter about that, you say? Because I crashed it one day. It was fully labeled on the front, you see, but my eyeballs did not read. I can't rhyme, and that's the best you're ever getting in this world. Hi, kitty cat. Okay, boot mode. Yeah, fine. Legacy. A reboot is required for the changes. Who would have thought? F10 save. Are you sure? Press the Y key. I am. Changes saved. Oh, kitty cat's going exploring. Can you see him down there, guys? Changes saved. Cool. All right. Exit, 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 exit. Uh, let's just go down to reboot the system, because why not? Exit and reboot. Reboot. Do you make your servers into funny names? I've always thought about doing it, but I've never done it. Or do you have a specific naming scheme? That's that's really funny that you think that exists in my home. I have mechanic syndrome. Let's be very clear about that. I don't really care about the stuff in my own home, which really pisses off the girlfriend and the roommate, because if it breaks, again, I don't care. I care about my customers a lot, but I work with the stuff all day long. So when I get really hyped up on a project, or I want to fix something I care about, then I'll put some energy into it. But other than that, okay. Someone asked about NAS hardware, and I did not finish the question. So let's finish that question. Uh, just started playing with Fortinet AMS server. You ever played with it? We have. We use it frequently for our clients. So this guy down here, this is actually my primary NAS. Still trying to kneel down amongst the junk in here. Blasphemy. This guy has been with me for almost 8 years. At least the chassis itself is. The motherboard has changed, the drives have changed, the backplanes have been replaced, the cables have been replaced. I mean, literally, the sleds and the chassis are really the only things that have kind of stayed in here. Ooh, that's a little warm under there. That's cool. So in here right now are, what is that? 4, 8, 16, 8 terabyte drives. I think it's two RAID Z2 arrays. And the top is completely empty. All four in the top. The above server is my roommate server. That's just full of 4 terabyte drives. Why is that out? Things you see from different perspectives. But it runs FreeNAS. It just kind of takes care of everything. I think it was close to like 96 terabytes or something of useful data. And it backs up to my unlimited Google account because I'm grandfathered into that on one of my Google accounts. I had a Google workspace or whatever they called it for myself. The only thing that's hooked up here is the hard drive light for power because I like the blue instead of the green to match all the LEDs. But nothing else is hooked up on the front panel over here. It has just a standard power supply in the back. It's a quad core motherboard. Actually, the motherboard was pulled out of a older HP server that had DDR3 RAM in it or whatever. Oh, look, it's doing a thing. Hey, check that out. It's doing a thing. Oh, it's still doing a thing. It's thinging. That's my new acronym, my new verb. What is it doing? Thinging. Anyways, so yeah, total squirrel moments like all over today, guys. Whoop, whoop. There we go. Cool. Seedbox login. IP blah 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 10.00.12 unraid 692. Do the happy dance. Do the happy dance. Do the happy dance. All right, let's get logged in on this computer over here. Let me make sure there is nothing that can't be seen before I bring you guys aboard. Oh, right, because this isn't actually plugged in properly. So, here, I'm working over here. I'll just hide the screen for a moment. So happy with SATA. Scuzzy was just a pain. Yeah, okay, 100% behind that. Absolutely. Absolutely. All right, let's go behind the rack and find out why the crap I can't connect to anything. All right, the Mac Mini is plugged in there. Where's the... And that is why I can't actually use the keyboard and mouse. So that's fun. Give me a moment while I try to plug this back in into this shit, folks. Doop-a-doop. Doop-a-doop. We're going to make a video where I just rip the rack apart and totally rewire it and restack it. I would like my active servers at the top. Nice Deadpool shirt. Do you know who this character actually is? Obviously, it's Deadpool. So happy with USB. Parallel was such a pain. Do you mean PS2? Are you referring to keyboards and mice? Hey, look! Okay, really? Too many freaking hard drives on this table, yo. Ah! Now I'm dropping so much crap. Okay, let's get some shit out of the way. Let's make some space for us to play. Shit out of the way. Ooh, there's a catchphrase. Put that on a shirt someday when y'all motherfuckers try to blow me up. Is this monitor on? Come on. Let me go to the different input. Input. Charlie 5, need input. See, this is what I'm talking about. Mechanic syndrome, guys. I don't spend money on my own shit. Unless it's my laptop or my phone. Cool. And let's just make sure. Hey, look at that. Okay, cool. Meant to say RAID, not SATA. It is from Invader Zim, correct. Oh, I remember dot matrix printers. Rest in peace, that hard drive. So what you heard was actually I don't know if TikTok allows it, but we'll call it a holster for something that fits into here. And the classic Pebcak error. Yes. It is from Invader Zim. Yes, that is correct. Meant to say RAID, not SATA. I do love RAID myself. Okay, cool. So let's janky this. How can I? Can I? Is this going to work? All I have is like a little crappy tripod, guys. Oh, you guys can barely see that. Would you guys rather just see the screen, me and the screen, or just me? Let me know, and I'll move the camera however you guys want. Okay. Thank you for purchasing. Okay, I'm going to go through this whole thing because I have not actually gone through an Unraid setup. Unraid device 1 smart health reported for incorrect is 14. Reallocated sectors is 4,448. What? This. Okay, that's just all those notifications are just on one drive. So drive 27QNJ. So let's shut this thing down. How do I shut this thing down? Uh, no. Can I get to the command? I can. Halt now? No. Shut down. If I can spell it right. Shut down now. Yep, there it goes. Okay, so that error will stay up hopefully. 27QNJ is the disk that I need. Just you is cool. Oh, thanks. Kitty cat. Oh, they love to climb in this room. Waiting for processes to exit. Kitty. Seedbox login. If I just tap on the power button, just shut down. You know what? I'm just going to hard shut it. Whatever. Screw it. It has nothing on it. Okay. Love you, kitty. Hi. They probably love the warm air and the hum of the servers. They love the warmth. You are 100% correct because during the cold season, during winter season, I frequently find them in the bottom of the rack sleeping on top of the battery backup, which is warm. And it has a little bit of a hum to it. Learned to print on the dot matrix in Fortran in college. She is really cute. I will 100% take that. It is a he, however, but who cares about gender nowadays, right? Okay, so let's find that drive. Sock. It was 27QNJ. 27QNJ. Ah, come on. It's one of the. Dude, these Seagate drives? Seriously. Seagate. 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 All of these 8 fucking terabyte drives. Ah! Fuck. These things weren't cheap either. I went on a shucking spree when I got these things. Well, I don't have any other 8 terabyte drives, so it looks like we're just running this whole thing with well, Unraid likes mixed drives, kind of. Let's go ahead and stick a 3 terabyte drive in there instead of this 8 one. At least it'll work. Dave G, what UPS are you using? Been looking one for my main rack. That doesn't break the bank. So my roommate is fixated with government auctions. So he actually finds a lot of used equipment for cheap, and he found a battery backup for the rack that all we had to do was replace the battery. That was it. Unraid will let you pair a 32 gig drive with a 12 terabyte. Yes, yes, it will. I don't intend to use parity, so we're fine. You know what? Oh, shit, biscuits. I just dropped that. Wait, which one of these screwdrivers is magnetic? Yay, magnetism for the win. Um, I'll let you guys decide. One 8 terabyte drive and a 3 terabyte drive, or 2 3 terabyte drives. And then eventually an SSD for cache. Or do we test and see if this 1 terabyte SSD is good and just use the single 8 terabyte drive? Guys, I'm going to leave this completely up to you. Someone already said 2 3s. Okay, that vote is in. I appreciate that vote. Let me make sure I have a tray for the. I do have a tray for the SSD for a 2.5 to 3.5 adapter. What do you guys think? I'm going to give it another minute, and before I start fiddling with screws, while I find sticky notes. Okay, I feel better. Where the crap happened to my sticky notes, man? I found the pen. That's of no fucking use. There's so much shit in this room. Oh, I can't wait till we move. Can't wait. Oh, look at that. It's on the floor. Okay. Anyone? 8 terabyte drive. For a seedbox, 3 terabyte should be fine. All right. Give it another minute. Which one did I stab? Oh, the one that just came out. Whatever. I mean, instead it had several thousand sectors reallocated. Uncorrected is 14. Offline uncorrectable is 16. Yeah, this drive is totally 1 foot in the grave. Um, uh, Note for this drive. Come on, pen. Pen. Shit ton. Bad sectors. And so it'll be the fifth drive added to the pile of 8 terabyte drives. Are these all 8 terabytes? Yes. 8 terabytes. 8 terabyte. I don't know why. I just don't want to get rid of them. I've just not found an appropriate way to shred them, shoot them, or whatever. I don't know what I want to do with them right now. I just want to get them out of the way. Out of the way, out of the way. Okay, consensus is what? What format do you use? If I could speak. Use a Sharpie. Okay, I found the Sharpie. Use it on what? My tongue? Come on, DJ. Tell me what I should use the Sharpie for. Let's go. My eyeballs, my glasses. Oh, that got uncomfortably close. Did I actually mark it? No, I'm good. What format do you use? I am a Linux, Mac, and Windows user and fell into EXT-FAT32. Use it on stickies. Ugh, I already feel like nails on the chalkboard, like I'm getting the shivers already. Yeah, exFAT is really kind of what you're going to have to stick with, unless you... NTFS can be used with Windows. Well, we know that fact. Whatever, that's not what I really meant to say. Drill plus press hard drive destruction stream. Dude, Matt, I like it. As long as you're there, I'll do it. You can use NTFS if you load the NTFS crap into Mac, which can be done and it works absolutely fine. I had NTFS accessible in my Mac for a while, and I just cannot for the life of me right now remember what the program was that I used for it. Eventually, I'll find it and I'll tell you. Crap, guys, what's the consensus on these hard drives? Do I use the 8 terabyte? You know what? Fuck it. I don't know if this SSD is any good. I don't know if it was the cable, but I'm going to use the SSD as a cache, and I'm going to use the single 8 terabyte drive. Why? Because fuck it. So let me see if I can make my way without dying behind this jumbled graveyard of shitty old fucking laptops and a whole bunch of other shit. All right, this tray should work for me just fine. Do I have screws that will be compatible? Maybe, says me. Are these screws going to work into the sides of this tray? Because I think this is one of those trays that are Chinesium, and who fucking knows? We're going to have to rethread this, maybe. Maybe. So call me maybe. I just met you with my screw, trying to go into your female hole with my threads too. That's the worst remix, y'all. I really hope no one's fucking recording and post anything. Is he building Paragon D-Band? Actually, Paragon. Yes, Paragon. That's what it was. Pew pew destruction. I'll help. Okay, cool. Let's get together. I have plenty of ranges and plenty of things that. Oh, stop. Oh God. Yeah. Sorry, people. I won't do that again. Y'all, I don't think this tray is going to work for me. Let me see if I have another tray available. Oh, hey, look at that. If I actually read the packages of things I have here. Speaking about FordNet, that's a box of power adapters up there. Okay, what say you, good sir? I do not want that one. I don't want this one. I think this one will work. I think this is a company product, though, but I'll just pay back the company. Although I think the company owes me some shit anyways. Fuck, how do I not have a knife in here? What the? Oh, hey, yeah, look at that. The Kia Safe red knife. Cool. I am building a seed box for torrents for DistroWatch on an RSS feed because the last one died. I don't know how long I should keep doing this for. Oh, look at... Oh, why would you do this? Why? Why would anyone package crap like this? This is bull crap. These tiny little things that are really spooled together, okay, fine, I can just get some scissors and cut it, but this is, look at it in comparison to the length of my finger. Those screws are tiny, but this tiny... How am I supposed to get the tape off of this? Oh... Y'all, my voice is killing me. I'm going to have to take a break here in a few minutes because Drinko. And it's just going to be Crystal Light and water, y'all. Don't get too excited. Man, probably, maybe, let's do this the stupid way. Oh, that was a little sketch. Sketch. All right, are these the screws I need for the SSD? Yes. Those would be if I was screwing into a system. I don't see a difference between these and the SSD screws. So let's make sure, because you know what? That was dumb. I should have made sure in the first place that I could use these normal screws in the actual outside of the tray. Y'all, I think we'd be rethreading here. Oh, hey! Corsair tray for the win. Okay, with actual standard threading. Cool. Cool. All right, Abed. All right, let's put this in here. Let's make sure that this lines up. Good. So I'm just going to put the tray in first. I'm just going to put 2 screws in, make sure the tray actually fits in the sled hole. If not, we're going to be opening the actual server and, committing some IT crimes with some tape. And, let's not talk about the crimes until we actually test what we can and cannot do here. Does it fit? Survey says, oh, yes! Okay, cool. Let's go ahead and put the rest of the screws in here. Hi from the toilet. What's up, man? What is he building? Staff, oh god. Linux. I think you mean distros only. Cool, question mark. Water reminder. Oh, thanks, my guy. Dark, where are you at, man? What part of the world do you hail from? Oh, y'all heard of Infocom at all? I love that show. That is like, I go there because I need to learn what products are coming out, because as an MSP, we also deal with AV production environments quite frequently. And so I need to know what new products are out, what crazy network requirements products are now starting to. Oh, that was dumb as fuck. God, you know what? Water break. That frustrated me. I'm from New Mexico, soon to be Texas. Dude, that's cool. I have a customer out in Texas, so maybe we'll get together at some point. All right, y'all. I'm putting down my new AirPod 3s. I love the bass response on them. It's fantastic, and I'll be right back. What show? Customer. What show? What's up, lap car? Y'all, thanks for hanging in here with me. I appreciate you chilling this evening. This is just a fun project that I'm playing on. If you're new, um, the 30-second synopsis. ZFS array failed in that HP server. HP server seems to be fine. I didn't have 4 8 TB drives, so I decided to scrap that server. Been wanting to use this server. This server was a bit more powerful than that server and has about the same amount of RAM, better processor. The trade show, I think it was Infocom. That's right. We'll get to Infocom. I want to use this as a seed box to seed torrents, legitimate torrents for the Linux community. I have oodles and noodles of bandwidth in my house, fancy new fiber. And so I just want to use my fiber because I can, because I'm paying for it. And so we're slowly making our way through the decisions of how we want to build this seed box. We know what it will seed. It's just a question of building it. Infocom, Infocomm, is a conference of basically AV and networking and just a huge conference. It flip flops between Orlando and Vegas. There it is. And this year it's in Orlando. We will be going tomorrow and Thursday. Maybe I'll do some lives from there as well. That'll be pretty cool. A lot of the products are starting to become all networking based. Dante, MOIP, NDI, AVOIP, QSYS is all based. Network based KVMs, computers. It's just absolutely gone into network world. And so I go there. It's kind of a mini work vacation for me. It's fun for me, and I get to go learn about all the new products, and I get to go hang out in Orlando. What else is in Orlando? Disney, Universal, and I have passes, so I get to go out there. But I'm going out with a bunch of my friends to hang out. Back to the project where I fucked up by putting the tray in the sled because um, this SSD. Well, all hard drives. Screws on the side or screws on the bottom. You see, when coming from the security side, I barely know any of those names. Okay. Everything runs over networking for security too. Paxton, Brevo, Tyco, alarm systems, access control. Who else do I know? Cantech, Salto. Everything is just network nowadays. Unrelated, but can't wait for Shot show? Yes, very much so. Okay, anyways, hard drives like to be screwed in either from the side or from underneath. You see, what I have done is what we call a rookie mistake. I went ahead and put the adapter tray into the sled, and now I can't get to the holes on the side of the SSD. And you're saying to yourself, well, Ryan, why not screw it into the bottom? And I'll tell you, because there's no fucking holes. So now I gotta undo it. Okay. Or duct tape. Yeah, those are the sins I was talking about if I wasn't able to get the sled or the tray into the sled with the drive in it. Say, keep that straight. Fuck! Enough times. Okay. What projects are you guys working on? Let's talk about you guys too, you know. Let's see what the hell's going on. I don't like to just speak at people for a long period of time. Although, isn't that essentially what the fuck TikTok is? SSDs tell you what they like. Yes, they certainly do. Okay. This screwdriver with these screws should allow us to secure this guy. How many of you are just two screw people when it comes to hard drives, or three screw? Or how many of you actually put in all the freaking screws? I'm kind of grumpy that I couldn't go live on YouTube. I was going to go live on both here and YouTube. What company do you recommend for VoIP for your customers? We built our own VoIP product, and so we obviously recommend ourselves. That being said, we are partners with several other VoIP companies should the customer want more than just basic VoIP service. We do managed PBX hosting, and then we also have been building our own product on top of FreeSwitch, but we don't have fancy front-end UIs or stuff like that. We partner with Star to Star. I do not recommend RingCentral. There's crap. What's the other company? We barely use them. There's a very specific CRM feature that we use them for. Shit, I don't remember. If they don't want to go with our VoIP service, then we recommend Star to Star. I didn't like them for a very long time because they just seemed expensive. But when I really took some time to look into what features they had and what they could give back to the customer, it was actually all right. Pepperidge Farms remembers when RingCentral was free. Do you remember when Google Voice was free? I do. It still exists. Let's see. God, I remember RingCentral. I just got my Net Plus, so what you're saying finally makes sense. Hey, good. Um, Good for you, man. If I have them all, I put them at least three in a triangle. Oh, the screws for the drive. Yeah, Google Voice is still free. Yes, yes, it is for non-commercial use. Um, I mean, if you're using it on just your cell phone, like as a work line, it fucking is fantastic. All right, we're going to take the cover off of this so I can see exactly how much force I'm slamming into that poor little connector without any lube or anything else because, you know, that's safe to do or safe to say on TikTok. Because I have created the most messy workplaces in a long time. Yeah, that's bullshit. My whole workplace is messy. Where did these screws come from? Oh, right. The screw bin. Sorry, that was disgusting. That was more of a statement than a hard question. Like, oh yeah. I use one or two screws if I absolutely have to. If it's my machine, I let it hang loose. You know, the amount of times that I've had a rattling SSD in my computer, if I got paid for every time I did that, y'all, I wouldn't have to work. You feel me? All right, what's that tune? Let's play that game for a minute. That sentence could be used more than just our trust. All right. Oh, no, no. Do not fall and make a loud bang. Do not want that shit in my life. Okay. And also, does it align with the SATA connector? Is it going to be too high? Shit, guys. I can bring you up. That was. Oh, that's right. You can hear burps and everything, can't you? Shit, it's going to be too fucking high. All right, guys, we are about to commit some IT sins. You ready for this? Are you about to be a witness or an associate to some crimes? This drive is going to be going in there manually, which is fine because this server's not fucking moving around. Did someone get it? Yes! Good job, Matt. Correct. It was, in fact, Inspector Gadget. Go Gadget IT crimes. Go Gadget server. Go Gadget SSD. Go Gadget fetch for me. PCI NVMe. Okay, I'm done with that. I promise. I swear. All right. Let's see if I can get this to line up. I'm happy to bring you guys on these closer shots, but it's going to be very not stable video. Okay, so that's in. I'm going to put the sled back in there just to cover the hole. And because of airflow, oh, that goes in too far. Push it back out. Come out! Come out! That's what she said, question mark. I want a refund. What OS would be best for storage access for phones and PCs while being able to access it remotely? Well, it's not going to be a specific operating system. It's going to be a service or software running on top of an operating system. Um, and so I'm just reading through your comments at the same time. Have you looked into Nextcloud at all? I would start there. If you don't want to do a roll your own thing, which it sounds like you do, look into either Dropbox or Google Drive, box storage. If you're Apple product, then go with iCloud. 2 terabytes of storage in iCloud is only $10, if I remember correctly. But Nextcloud is really kind of the de facto. It took over OwnCloud, and it's really going to give you a web interface, a sync client on your devices, on your computer. Also look into Mistborn, similar to Nextcloud with some extras. Y'all, let's check out Mistborn. Let's not knock over the water. Mistborn. Did you spell that correctly? Mistborn. Mistborn storage. maybe. Um, Checking my spelling. Yeah, please do, because I'm not finding anything. Um, okay, back to the project at hand, folks. Okay, so SSD's in there. 8 terabyte drive is in there. Unraid still in there. Fuck it, turn it on. Although I will put the cover back on there, y'all. There's so many things in the IT world that people can debate about, but leaving the cover on um, while the system is running really shouldn't be a debate. There is actual studies and a lot of work that goes into the airflow of these systems, and the moment that you open that up, you get 10% of your actual airflow efficiency in a damn server. Um, so I just got to keep an eye on this. The SSD that I put in there actually has Ubuntu on it, F11 boot menu. Okay, now we're safe. Both Android and iOS, but just Windows. I have a spare server with 9 terabytes of storage. Dude, look into Nextcloud. Honestly, it works cross-platform. It could be web-based. It can be client-based. There's so many add-ins and plugins to Nextcloud, and it's decently secure if it's set up correctly. There's a lot of Snap plugins for Ubuntu. It's also available in FreeNAS Unraid. So if you don't want to really do a ton of Linux or command line work, you can go that way too. But you know what? Once I get Unraid up, we'll take a look at Nextcloud. That's actually not a bad idea. Search Mistborn GitLab. Okay, let me throw that away into the overflowing trash bag. All right, Mistborn GitLab. GitLab 5K Cyber 5K Mistborn. Mistborn is your own virtual private cloud platform and web UI that manages self-hosted services and secures them with firewall, WireGuard, with Pi-hole, DNS crypt, and IP filtering. Optional SIEM plus IDS supports, 2FA, NetCloud, Jitsi, Home Assistant. Okay, that's cool. And the UI looks okay. And it was on the Linux magazine. Okay, this is cool. We'll check this out. Thanks, man. Good shit. Oh, and it's IP tables based. That's cool. And they re-rolled the web GUI for Pi-hole. Cool. I like this. I like that a lot. Interesting. Oh, it has Apache Guacamole built into it? Oh, love it. Absolutely love it. Extra services, Mistborn, Rocket Chat, Jitsi, Guacamole, Bitwarden, Jellyfin, Tor, Only Office. Okay, this is, dude, right on. Right on. What state are you in, Ryan? I am in Sarasota, in Florida. Um, it can run Nextcloud under it. Yes, it can. Dude, we're gonna have to check that out. Doop. Okay. One time boot menu. You know what? Instead of doing this boot menu, where do I want to go? I want to go back into. Uh, we're gonna restart because I want to go to the BIOS and I want to set it to actually. I just moved out of Tampa. No shit. That's awesome, man. How do you like it? Great stream. Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate it. I just try to be energetic and play with fun techie things. You know, we're just here to bullshit around. And if you guys got ideas, plenty of hardware to play with it on. So I appreciate the feedback, man. I really do. I moved from Lakewood Ranch. No shit. Uh, so you're Tampa local, dude. Totally get together. You know, that'd be fun to hold like a little coffee get together or whatnot, and just create our own little techie bullshit thing on like once a month or so. Okay. F9 system utilities. We want to change our boot menu so that I never have to worry about this again. And then we'll finally get into Unraid. And it's getting warm in here. It absolutely is. So, how's it going? Cheers. It's water and Crystal Light, I promise. Should do a meetup. Are you serious? If you'll fly, dude, I'll do a meetup anyways for everyone. But we'll figure it out. Y'all, if you want to email me so we can actually figure this out, email homelabtechsupport@gmail.com. That's also my YouTube channel email, but whatever. You do tech for work, I'm assuming. What would make you think that? I don't know. What could possibly make you make that out of nowhere assumption? Did look at Unraid, but I didn't have a spare hard drive for parity. You don't need the parity drive, I think. Again, I'm not an Unraid expert. You want to talk to me about FreeNAS and Ubuntu and CentOS and roll your own shit all day long and clusters and Ceph, and I'll talk your fucking ear off, but I haven't touched Unraid in a long time. And why haven't I touched Unraid? It's because you don't need the parity drive. Yes! Awesome. Glad to hear that because I can't fucking use a parity drive. Okay, system configuration. Yes, please. BIOS platform. Yes, please. Boot menu, please. UEFI boot order. I don't care, actually. Boot mode. Legacy boot order. There we go. USB drive key. Yes. Move up in the list. Hard drive C. C boot controller order. I can't get to the boot controller. Like, it won't let me select the fucking thing. What the fuck? That's some bullshit. Okay, changes saved. XXXX, exit. Rebooto. Okay, so if I kind of have any sort of inkling to what the hell I'm doing, and if maybe I did what I did right, then I don't have to touch this and it's actually going to boot into Unraid, which is what we want, because in the event of a power outage, I don't want it to not boot. I do cybersecurity. Mike, we should talk, because we also do that as well. And I love knowing other people in the community, because the more people that know each other and the more that we communicate, the better off our clients in the world is going to be. We are non-competitive even with our competitors. We have established friendships and relationships with all of the MSPs and the tech companies and the cybersecurity teams around here. And we trade work. Yeah, apps are freaking Lily. Works in cybersecurity in Tampa. I wonder if I can guess your company. We have a data center in Tampa. Can you guess which data center? Actually, please don't publicly guess the data center. Can you guess the building number of the data center? Maybe? Do we want to even do that? No, let's not do that. We'll just leave it as I have a data center in Tampa. Good shit. Good shit. The only thing so there's another Gen 9 server like this in the rack. Same but different. Same but different. This guy is probably going to be the loudest running guy that I would have in the rack. So honestly, I'm going to put him in the closet. Have you guys all seen the closet? Yes. Not a good idea. Yes, that is correct. Is it an E board? Nope. 666. Funny. No, it is also not 66. How do you know? Okay, cool. Y'all, let's go take a look at the closet. I like showing off the closet. So the closet, first of all, let me explain. The rack is just a play toy. So anything in the rack can leave at any time, and it's not going to affect the house. Our data center is in Ybor. I do cybersecurity for a utility company. Came from the No Such Agency. That's funny. Ow. Fuck, that was my toe. Oh, I'm going to take a moment. Fuck. Yeah, boy, look. Look. Oh, shit, it went away. There we go. Cool. Just be sure to come out of the closet afterwards. I promise we're coming out of the closet. Okay, so this is the closet. There's what you guys have been staring at, and there's the closet. So inside the closet, what do you use for power support? Where? At the data center or at the house? So inside of the closet is what I call the house rack. So whenever I leave, this closet continues to be the rack for the house. All of the cabling that goes into the rest of the house and the patch panels, the wall ports around. So the data center that we rent from, we rent space. We rent power, and we rent their blended internet bullshit, which I very much don't like. So this is right again the house rack. So that's the Fortinet up there. Oh, this is going to be backwards for me. So just ignore my finger pointing. Fortinet 60F. This is a product from Eagle Eye. This is what they call a bridge. So we're working with their developers to test connecting their bridge into Ubiquiti cameras. Any crypto mining equipment? Yes, and only one miner, but it is not running and it has not run for months. So we're testing this on how we can use this to bridge into Ubiquiti cameras so customers don't have to replace their existing cameras to use cloud-based VMS systems. Just a Cisco SG220 switch. This one is PoE, and my lovely 1-foot shitty patch cablings. All right, that's going to be a better view I can see. Below that 48 port patch panel, this is a 110 punch down type panel. We've tried to keep the wiring clean every time we add in a cable. Followed by a Gen 1 24 port switch, 250 watt. Do you cloud key? No, we do not do cloud keys. We don't use, oh, here, battery backups. There's that guy down there that has a long cable. Again, mechanic syndrome. And then the UNVR 4-bay, that actually does pretty good. It was pretty cheap, so we want to try it out. And then the UDM Pro. So the UDM Pro was actually sent to me free of charge from Ubiquiti when I made a YouTube video calling them out on some shit. They gave me this plus a 48 port Gen 2 switch and 2 of their access points and a camera. Yeah, no, I totally don't. Anytime I have to work on it, I buck at it. The one thing that I really don't like about the UDM Pro is that it has to have its own internet connection. It probably could go behind your router and double NAT, which I'm not even really using this anyways, but it does. So this is connected into a separate VLAN, which goes to, yeah, right? They don't really do it very often, and if they give you free shit and you don't promote their stuff, you never hear from them again. And so, okay, so first of all, let me dive into that. Those cameras use RTSP. That's correct. They do. When they reached out to me, they're like, hey, we're sorry you're having problems. We just want to send you some free shit just so you can check out our new gear and just see how it works. I'm like, guys, look, I really don't need your free stuff. And I'm, if you send it to me, I'm going to give a valid opinion about what I think. And in no way am I going to, give Ubiquiti sent this to me for free, you should go buy them type opinion. I straight up told them, like, you can send me free shit, but I'm not allowing that to influence me in any way. And I didn't. And I never heard from them again. But they still insisted on sending me free gear. So they sent me about $2,000 worth of shit. Anyways, this goes into a VLAN on that Unify switch that then goes to the test camera that they gave me on the other side of the house. It's one of those little shit. Can't think of the model. Whatever. Fuck it. Looks like it's not a bullet camera. It's a tiny little thing that can sit on your desk. So that's just so I can play with the UDM Pro's built-in Protect. I know that this is already Protect. I'm waiting for the day that when you have multiple NVRs, you can, in a very nice, efficient way, view them in one fucking panel instead of 2 panels because they're limited to 50 cameras each. They want to become a security camera company, but for large buildings, it's just never going to work. Philips Hue bridge, and then a Synology RS816. The Synology RS816 is just for personal storage. There's only 11 terabytes in it. And honestly, I'm considering getting rid of it now that I got my the bigger 20 bay with only 16 populated NAS, as we talked about earlier, getting going. Down here, oh, dude, that's right. I have another 8 terabyte drive. Totally forgot about that. But this 8 terabyte drive is backing up these 2 8 terabyte drives, which this is my backup for my Mac and other computers in the house. The only thing this thing does is just backup storage from computers. That's it. No normal, nice toaster. Seriously. But it works, man. It's just, all it is this backs up into here. So we're backing up backups, which you really should do. Okay, this room is really, really hot. Only other thing I wanted to show you is my bullfuckery. Yes, fireworks. So we have a Frontier connection here, and then another connection otherwise with Comcast and a cellular WAN. So we have a couple of them. Anyways, because we have 5 IPs, if you didn't already know, you can just take your internet connection either into a dumb switch or into a VLAN. So each one of these has its own public IP address. So if we follow these cables, okay, well, we can't follow that, but I'll tell you it goes into Fortinet. So that's one WAN, and it uses two of those public IPs. I thought the East Coast was still running Verizon Fios. No, the entire state of Florida is now in Frontier Fios. This other one goes straight up to the UDM, so it can have its own public IP address. Yes! Fireworks! Because this room is nice and dry. And honestly, we've never had a problem. And if they go off, then fuck it. Everything's backed up to the cloud anyways, and I lost everything, and my renter's insurance will cover everything. I made sure of that, so I pay a higher premium on my renter's insurance. Why are there rockets in your server room? Who doesn't keep rockets in their server room? You know, if you're getting hacked or whatever, instead of cutting the fucking internet cable, you just go melt the shit. Okay, Unraid, back up, which means we're coming back over here. For when you need to go transfer some data to the moon. Fucking love it, man. Shit, that was the last of my water. You know what? That is a really bad spot. The cats climb there. I need to put that over here so I remember to take it with me. Let's go back to Unraid. Okay, thank you for trying Unraid. Your server will not be usable until you purchase a registration key or install the 30-day trial key. A trial key provides all the functionality of a pro registration key. Registration keys are bound to your USB drive. This I remember because the roommate on his, bro, I'm in school for computer systems technician, and seeing this is actually and not theory. It's awesome. Hey, thanks, man. Yeah, honestly, I went to, 12, 14, some odd fucking years ago, I went to the County Technical Institute when I was really kind of wanting to get my grasp. And I got my A plus, my Net plus, and a few others. But really, from there, I just dove right in. I found a support tech position. I did my time there, and then I built my own MSP. That took some time. But now we have several employees, and we're buying out other companies, and we're doing really fucking well. But all that to say is, you know, you can chase whatever dream you want. Just use it as a stepping stone. Don't let it be the albeit. Your education continues after school as much as it does inside of school. School is just a stepping stone to teach you how to continue learning after you leave the facility, and to give you some fundamental knowledge. Cool. Get a fucking trial key. How do we get a trial key? Click the button, and we click Start Trial. Honestly, that's fantastic. Couldn't be easier than that. Fuck yeah. All right. Toshiba 8 terabyte drive. I don't want a parity drive, but how do I add a cache drive? Reported incorrect, return normal value. Okay, cool. We're going to format the crap out of that SSD anyway, so I really don't give a fuck. Parity, lots of disks. Will it let me add the SSD? It will, but I don't know if I want to add it here. Device contains emulated devices disabled, no device present. Okay, so do I just add the cache later? There's an add button there, slots. Down to 3. Temperature, blah, 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 something, SSD. You know what? Find the word SSD on this page. There's only one SSD. Find the word cache on this page. Slot. Select the number of device slots in your server designed for cache. Do I just click on add pool? Add slots, 1 slot. Cool, cache. Hey, we're figuring it out. Okay, cool. Oh, that's right, Unraid, all these changes are basically live until you click the start pool button. Hi, small MSP here. What are some software tools that are a must for your team? A rock fucking solid, what's it called? Remote management tool, RMM. Dude, Dark System, I'm going to disagree with you. I do not like IT glue. Documentation, documentation, documentation. 100%. Documentation has saved our ass more times than I can count, and it also makes your time to repair and your conversations with your clients easier, and when you go into meetings easier, and when shit hits the fan, also a lot easier. Backups, uh, remote management, documentation, backups. The three main things. Could be SharePoint. Oh, dude, you're killing me. Um, y'all, I think I was supposed to be at Applebee's at 8:30. Let me text my friends and see what's up. It stole my headphones. Shit. Any of your clients been hit with ransomware yet? I got a fucking story for you on that shit. Hold on. Oh my gosh, the new AirPods 3 is stereorific in my head. Oh, I love it. Hey, are we actually doing Applebee's tonight? Okay, when and where? Because I'm in the middle of a TikTok live stream, and I know the audio switch, guys. Hold on, I'll be back. Um, but what, when and where? Can you please phone call me and not text me? Because I'm having fun doing this. Thank you, darling. Bye. Crap. All right. This is gonna freeze my stream. I know a bit. Hold on. This is gonna freeze my stream. I know a bit. Hold on. Hang on. Okay. We're looking at potential MSPs to augment our seedbox. Nice. Go, go, go. Floor to Applebee's. Nah, it's not time. It's not time to go to Applebee's. Oh man, I worked for an MSP that got hit by ransomware. Okay, so we were in the middle of transferring a client from, we'll call them shitty MSP. I'm not going to name them. I'm not going to do that. And it was just such a horrible transfer. And in the middle of the transfer, we were 2 weeks into it, and we were still kind of in that overlap where each MSP still has pieces of their stuff in there. And mind you, I'm on my way back from vacation. The client got hit, and it was. I got a call. Hey, we can't access anything. I saw an alert that the domain controller went down. That's about the time that my team comes in. So maybe they saw that an update needed to be finished or whatever. I ignored it, and then I started getting phone calls, and I was like, "Fuck." And so when I started to remote into it at like 8 in the morning while we're driving down the road in our Tesla with my girlfriend driving and me on a freaking hotspot trying to fix a ransomware. I worked with Kaseya. Dude, Kaseya's garbage. I'll dive into that too. We actually just switched away from them. We started using them about 3 years ago. But so yeah, they got hit. They got hit hard, and it hit all of their backups because the previous vendor didn't have their backup set correctly. And 7 months before the actual takeover, when we did our first assessment, we told them, close port 3389 and stop direct forwarding that to your stupid terminal server. And because they hit everything, the logs, literally everything. The only thing that we had was a user list, and that was about it. We brought in several specialists. We gave them a copy of the VMs. We brought in the sheriff's department, which has a phenomenal tech team. We got the FBI involved. We got cybersecurity specialists involved, and there was nothing we could do. It was the .waiting ransomware virus, which there's no known fix or decryption for that yet. Sounds like we're in a tunnel. Oh no, I'm sorry. Okay, hold on. Yes, they left 3389 open. We even told them not to do that. And any MSP should have known not to do that. I think I have to completely disconnect my AirPods for this. I'm going to click start on the array while I go get that. 2.4 thousand likes. Can you guys get this? 3,000. Yeah, and we told them, can you guys hear me like this without the AirPods for a little bit? I'll just speak up a little bit more. Um, we told them that the first thing that we would close and an immediate red flag. Thank you, Mike. It's actually better. Okay, perfect. Then I'll just stay like this for a while. Before the tunnel effect, how were the AirPods though? Does that cut out noise? I want it to be good for you guys too. We told them, and contact your IT company. Tell them to close that. Or for God's sake, set up a VPN. They had a Sonic Wall in place. But here's the kicker. The Sonic Wall wasn't even fucking licensed! It's stupid shit like that. Thank you for the AirPod comment. I'm sorry, this fucking steams me. Like, how can you be a fucking... Oh, man, it pisses me off. Unmountable, unsupported partition layout. So fucking format the drive. Now I'm angry. Isn't there there is a format button, but format. Yes, I want to do this. I want everything to be correct. Fuck, I'm steamed. It's little shit like that. That just... It really makes me want to advocate for having certification boards or regulation boards or some sort of licensing for MSPs to have to submit to, so that we can make sure that the world is being taken care of. These things are not difficult, and when companies slack off or they're not doing right by their customers, 710 where? There's no 710 in view. It steams me because these things are so simple that could have been done. You didn't even have to use two-factor. The Sonic Wall didn't even have to be licensed, but you could have done VPNs. Or change the freaking port. Or use the RDP gateway that's on 443. And then you couldn't... Anything is better than 3389. And it's stuff like that. Like, they lost so much money. They lost so much work time. They lost so much because of this. Because their shit was just not set up correctly. I'm done. I promise. I'm done. Okay. Yay! Happy. Look at that. 7.94 terabytes available. Oh my god. I assume the server was running. So you're hearing kind of a multitude of things. The project server that's on the... Sorry we triggered you. No. You didn't trigger me. It's the stupidity of other MSPs that fucking just roast me and just... Well, not roast. You get the point. That's why I like being a utility company. Regulations help. Security seems like a waste until it's not. Oh, I thought that was subnet. Sox has come back. You're hearing that guy. We're also right next to the server rack. Hi, kitty. Mike says, preach. Oh, no, Mike says to... No, Tumblr says to Mike, preach. Yes. So if you're new to the stream and you haven't been here yet, this is Sox Proxy. Legitimately, that is his name. He's Sox Proxy because these are his feet. They are white, and they have socks. The other cat that I have is Subnet. And I think Mike made a joke earlier. What subnet address is Subnet going to be for Halloween? Or what subnet costume or something? I'm fucking up the joke, Mike. I'm sorry. The other two we have is Miss Moo for Molly and Mr. Jasper. Hi, kitty. Okay. Back to the job at hand because Applebee's is afoot. Okay, cool. So, Unraid is up and running. Nice. Okay, so let's go check out plugins because that's what I really give a damn about. Check for update. Install plugins. Okay. Enter the remote URL of plugins. I remember this being different. Basic view. What am I missing? First of all, shares. Why do I have triangles? Some or all files are unprotected. Yeah, we know that because there's no parity drive. That's fine. ISOs, system, domains, app data. Prefer cache for app data, domains, and systems. cache? Yes, cache in the ISOs. So there's definitely going to be I mean, this isn't complicated, but I'm going to have to fuck around with this for a while. Users are users, so you assign them to the shares. Main is where we see the hard drives. Okay, that's fine. The move, I remember this. The move will invoke the mover, and you can schedule this. So let's schedule. Where is that mover scheduled? Mover scheduled daily. Can I schedule the time? I can at 3 a.m. That's perfect. Mover logging? No, I don't want to move right now. Dashboard. Okay, that's cute. I like that. Uptime. All right, not a bad system. So do I use add container, start all? Those are Docker containers. Those are templates. For a list of popular community-supported repositories, go here. Okay. Do you push your client data to a SIM? If so, which one do you use or prefer? I'm a Splunk lover. I'm debating on how much I want to talk about our client security flow. Give me a minute. I'm excited about this. The application list previously located within this thread has been moved to GitHub. Please click here. Thank you, moderator, for posting a sticky. Air Sonic backup. So do we have QBT torrent in here? Or RTorrent? Free PBX? That's fantastic. As a Docker. Okay, cool. Jitsi, Homer, Kiwi server, Libra. Oh, good. But is this actually being kept updated? I like Libra NMS, and if you're not familiar with it, it's kind of like it's like PRTG, if you will. Oh, also, just so you know, Unraid 962 has an NFS export issue. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Yes, I know. Cool. Media publishing platform. Think of it as decentralized. Dude, these things are cool, but I still haven't found the torrent thing in here. Oh, transmission's there. But transmission does not do RSS feeds. Alright, find torrent. 1 out of 125 matches. Holy crap. NZB, that's Potato Couch. There's Deluge. Okay. We could certainly work with Deluge. BitTorrent sync, that's good to know. RTorrent. Hey, RTorrent. Perfect. Love it. Oh, crap. What did I just... Okay, so this is the... This is a good repo. Scroll up. GitHub, Docker templates. Okay, so what do I actually have to give you, Unraid? Template repositories. Oh, literally I just... Okay. Give you... this list? Copy link, and I put you into here. Save. Now what? How do I get the list of check for updates? Update all? No, because that's for the actual Docker containers. What about plugins, man? Can't be this hard, can it? Find a plugin. And there's no check for updates. Enter the URL or remote of the local plugin. Does the community application plugin come with, not sure if it's filtered, we push, can you see my question above from Dark System? Sorry, we triggered you. It's actually better, just for asking who leaves their RDP open, sounds like we're in a tunnel. I'm going to jump off nearly 2 a.m. As I said before, great stream. Thanks, man. I appreciate you hanging around. I'm going to be doing these a lot more. It's kind of fun just to bullshit around. I don't see anything at dark. Yeah, neither do I, buddy. At dark, put your shit back in. We are pushing out our MSP due to crazy costs. If you have a client offboard or plan to do ... Dan Smith. You want to finish that question? Could you help me with a reverse proxy? Oh, well, yeah, sure. What are you trying to use it for? And what system do you want to set it up on? Are you setting it up on pfSense? Are you setting it up through Ubuntu? What are you setting up? Does the community application plugin come included default? So default is what we see here, which is nothing. I don't see any plugins available for us here. To download a plugin, enter the plugin URL and click install. A window will open that displays the install progress. Do not close this window until the install is complete. You may also specify the local file name of an extension. Where do I go get plugins? Let's go to Unraid. You know, I'm kind of miffed a little bit that the Docker list doesn't really like show me add a container. Okay, select a template. Got it, found it. rTorrent VPN. I don't want the VPN one. Wait, do I want rTorrent VPN? Find rTorrent VPN. rTorrent is a quick and effective. It also includes Privoxy to allow unfiltered access to index sites. To use Privoxy, point your application at host IP 8118. Do I care? Do you work with them to ease the transitions, or do you make it easy for them? Using Active Directory in a home M. Oh god, yeah. Let me get you a link to the Unraid App Store plugin. Could you help me? It's a Windows Server 2012. I know, I'm sorry. Sorry, 2016. Honestly, it's okay. It's still in support. You know, it is what it is. The business has decided to... are you going to get one of those new M1 Pro MacBooks? Thinking about it, and I really want to go get the M1 Pro Max loaded, 2 terabytes. And see, told you, he jumps right there. My water would not have been safe. Okay, what's your firewall, Dark? Crap, where was it going? Yes, so, you know, if they've been a client with us and they've been a good client, then we're going to do everything we can to possibly help them hand off. And you know what? Furthermore, we might even maintain some services out of it. We had a client that didn't want to go full support with us anymore and wanted to do support in-house, but they still wanted us to support the infrastructure and from a security perspective, and work with the in-house IT guy. You have a UDM Pro. Ooh, that's going to be rough. So you're going to have to... We're not going to be able to utilize the UDM Pro for the actual reverse proxy. We're going to have to port forward to either an appliance or a container of some sort that has the reverse proxy, that can then route from inside behind your firewall and your network. But yeah, we can connect on that. That would be fun. You know what? Maybe we'll do a video on that, and we'll do it step by step together. Yeah, so that client, you know, ended up retaining our services because we were kind with them, because we actually talked with them, and we didn't just say, okay, whatever, here's your documentation, we're shutting everything off tomorrow. You know, it is a lot better. It is easy to make enemies. It is harder to keep and maintain friends. But when you keep and maintain friends in the community, first of all, you don't sour your own name, because how many people does that company know that they may have just said, oh yeah, this company wasn't good for us, so when other companies are searching for an IT provider, your name is already soiled. You soiled that. You did it yourself. Absolutely it does. Abso-friggin-lutely it does. Help them out with the transition. Make it easy and make it smooth for the client, so that, you know, hey, and also be transparent with the client, like, hey, here's what we're going to do. We're going to give this to this. We're going to take a few minutes. We're going to train this guy, and charge for your time. Get paid for the work that you are doing, because you're a company. You got to get paid. Don't overcharge. Don't be an asshole about it. But the IT industry is smaller and more close knit than most think. Yeah, no, that is definitely true. Absolutely true. We have a lot of friends with a lot of different owners at different MSPs. So, okay, so this is cool. There's a lot that I have to play with here. I think I'm just going to call it a night here. I got Applebee's on the brain, y'all. I'm hungry. I'm getting freaking hungry. Any last minute questions? I'm going to stay on for about 2-3 more minutes, answer anything that you'll have. But I think we're going to call it a night. Yeah, no worry, Dan Smith. You know, like, who was it? Mike, just above us. He said good communication and, you know, respect with people it really goes a long way. And we've had too many instances of where that's absolutely true. Enjoy Applebee's. Thank you, man. Thank you, Dark System. Do you think a Gen 12 server is good in 2021? Gen 12 of who? Dell? HP? I almost said Aruba. That's networking. Ignore that blip of stupidity. If you use one, what is your favorite sonar? I'm not quite sure what you're asking. I'm not familiar with the acronym. Thanks for the great stream. Always fun to talk. Others are in home labbing. Dude, honestly, outside of work, this is, yes. I have a kind of a larger home. It's an entire room than most, but I love to include people. I love to bring people in, and I love to do streams like this. Thank you for saying so. Mr. O Fantastic, what's up, my guy? I don't know, your name popped up, so I thought I would say hi and just be over-exaggerated about it. All right, y'all. Mike, just go with Demisto for sonar. Soar. You know, I'm going to write that down. Actually, I'm just going to search it. Oh, SOAR platform, orchestration and responsibility. Okay. Cool. I learned a new acronym. All right, y'all. Dell Gen 12. Isn't that kind of along the newer lines of servers, if I'm thinking about this correctly? What you doing there, Mr. Kitty? Oh, yeah? Hi. You good boy? What remote software do you use? We use our 620 as a Gen 12. Oh, gotcha. Thank you for clarifying. Kitty, don't fall. Don't knock all my screws over everywhere. We're going to pick you up. Oh, getting awkwardly close in the video here. 620 is absolutely fine. Honestly, I mean, we still have some 610s running. Super chatty kitty. Yes, they all are. We have one that the moment you touch him, he just goes on a purr rampage. Yeah, absolutely. 620s and 630, 640 is absolutely fine. Depending on what the need is, even a 610 is okay, and it'll still run server 2020. Do I have that right? 2021, whatever the newer server version is. We haven't even touched it yet. All right, y'all. Have a wonderful evening. Thank you for joining me, and we'll be doing this a lot more. Catch you later. Bye, guys.